What y'all think about VC getting his jersey hung up in the rafters?
He's the first Raptor to get it retired.
First.
So
is he the greatest Raptor ever? Is he the greatest Raptor ever?
No.
Who is?
I'm going to say the greatest Raptor ever is Kawhi Leonard.
He was there for 1 year.
He was there for 1 year. And so here's why. Here's why I'm going to say that. So if Kawhi doesn't go to the Raptors that year, and it was by force, most players, okay, we know this. Most players, when they don't want to go to a team and they're vocal about it, they don't show up and play. They fake an injury. They do all kinds of things. And he went out there and balled. That was probably the last time we saw him play as many games as he did straight, kill it, and bring them to a title. They would not have won without him. He did leave.
Of course.
But
I agree with everything
he was so professional for a team he did not want to play for and won a title for them. And he's not going to win ever again, but it was just the fact of what we see currently in the NBA culturally. When they don't want to play for a team, they just don't.
So he means more to Toronto Raptors franchise than anybody else is winning. Like Stoudemire was the first pick of the expansion.
I don't know about that. I mean, yeah, Kawhi got the ring, but you got guys that was out there battling for years. You know, Vince was there, Chris Bosh was there, T-Mac was there.
Man,
you know
that's
what I'm
tough,
saying?
man.
I understand.
T-Mac got the question though.
T-Mac got the question. I'm seeing some stuff in the comments. I'm seeing some Kyle Lowry's.
I don't know about no Kyle. I'm going Stoudemire.
Oh, you know what?
I'm going Vince. I'm going DeRozan. I'm going Kawhi. Those four.
I'm putting Chris Bosh in there.
Okay, 5.
I'm not mad at Bosh.
Chris Bosh was a bucket in Toronto.
Question. I'm taking him out. So for me, Chris Bosh comes out for me because you left your team to go team up with LeBron and be a super team.
I don't think that disgrace.
Imagine he stays and Kawhi comes there. There are potentially a multiple title run.
Potentially. Go ahead, Britt. Britt, what you say?
I was gonna say, is this only a winning situation or is it a connection to the city and the fan base? Because the fans may not look at Kawhi as the greatest of all time. They appreciate him for winning a championship, but I mean,
you got guys
love themselves some Vince. Like Vince is their guy.
I love that question, Brittany. And the reason why is because of Mel's criteria and consistency and where we're at on man down. So if on man down, we agree as a team, where are we ranking titles? Where are we ranking, actually winning a title at? So usually on this panel, what we do is we rank that very high. And so that's why Kawhi is the best.
For me, we rank titles, but it's got to be more than a loner situation. Like he was there for a year and dip. You know what I'm saying? So like,
it's a good debate for sure.
Definitely a good debate. Speaking of the greatest Raptors ever, I heard somebody mention DeRozan. It's funny you should say that because while me and Chris was vibing out to Louisiana Fest, Drake was in Toronto for Vince Carter's jersey retiring ceremony, and they brought him on the broadcast. Of course, he is an ambassador of the Toronto Raptors, so he's always courtside, making a spectacle of himself. And unprovoked, he had this to say when they brought him on the broadcast.
Speaking of national treasure.
Yes, if you ever put a DeRozan banner up, I'll go up there and pull it down myself. That's the answer to your question. Is that what you're going to ask?
No. I didn't.
So, in case anybody didn't hear it, he said, unprovoked, if they ever put a DeRozan jersey up there, I'll climb up there myself and pull it down. And unprovoked, once again, we already know what's going on between those two. But DeRozan responded in his post game, and he said this.
Lamar, in tonight's broadcast, Drake said, if you ever put up the DeRozan banner up, I'll go up there and pull it down myself. What's your reaction to that?
Well, he's gonna have a long way to climb to take it down. So tell him good luck.
Thanks, everyone.
Okay.
They used to be good friends though, and they probably still are good friends. But like, he during the beef of Drake and Lamar, DeMar chose his homeboy.
Yeah, he told homeboy, literally Compton homeboy. Yeah.
So
you know what? I will say this. If if Mel, me and you are close. So if you were to be as close as we are, and then you go and side with somebody who is calling me a pedophile on the record, I probably would feel some type of way.
Right.
but I just don't. What was he doing? Just staring at this man? Like, what was that supposed to? That's the part that makes me say,
it was crazy.
He called him the P word on the sideline as well.
Yeah, when he was 30 feet away. Like, that's not cool. That's not gangster.
Drake's a character. He's an actor, first of all. He's a character, so he did that for show. And on top of that, that's Eric. But on top of that, oh no, it's hooked up to the Bluetooth. Somebody text Eric. But my thing is this, right? Yeah, Drake, he's an actor, he's a character.
Yes.
And he know what he's doing. He's drawing some attention. I don't think he's mad like that for real. I mean, I think he's having some fun with it, but he's kind of semi-serious. Like, I'm from Toronto. I'm from Canada. This is my place. Don't daggone retire his jersey, man. Show me some respect. Don't retire his jersey. So I get it, but I think if they retire, I mean, he'll be like, it is what it is.
It is what it is. Like, if we talking basketball, DeMar definitely is one of the, if not the, he's got an argument for greatest Raptor ever, definitely. So, yeah, man, that's all I got for news, man. We ain't gonna keep it pushing. We got to get into this LA Lakers topic.
Question though, before we even get in there, we just talked about what Bosh and what DeRozan and what Kawhi and what Damon Stoudemire meant to Toronto. Do they mean more to Toronto than Drake?
Whew. Boy,
I'm gonna say no.
I think I'm leaning towards no too. It's crazy, but Drake,
I'm gonna say no as well, because
gosh,
Drake's music put Toronto on the map, even though the Raptors was doing their thing. But yeah, Drake been doing this since what, 09? Like, he went mainstream in 09, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then everybody know him as the Canadian rapper, the rapper from Toronto, blah 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 blah.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what really put Toronto, because nobody was really thinking about Toronto music wise. It's always been LA, New York, Atlanta, Detroit, Louisiana, Texas. Nobody ever thought about anything outside of the United States, let alone Toronto, let alone anything Canada.
Until Drake came.
You know what I'm saying? And then he put on for Canada. He brought people out of Canada, Party Next Door, The Weeknd, Tory Lanez, and started bringing a music movement out of Canada. So I think that's what brought a lot of attention to Canada. And then you add in the factor of, now we got some superstars playing for our teams. You know what I'm saying? The Blue Jays is doing something. The Raptors is doing something. And then you go and get the ring, and that just sent Toronto over the top.
With the ring,
yeah. But I definitely think Drake probably means more to Toronto. I mean, you see what the fans did when Rick Ross stepped up in Canada.
They was trying to fight him.
They're trying to fight that man. They were trying to ride for Drake.
Chris, Drake really built a brand. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So he has a brand. He has OVO. He has all these artists that he was able to put on out of Canada. And I mean, when you just think about, he even made the title special. So when Toronto won the title, it became special, I think, because of Drake. He was really celebrating it. Like, when Milwaukee won the title, nobody cared. Like, nobody cared about, being in Milwaukee. Like, people in Milwaukee, I'm sure they cared and they thought it was great. But it's just like, I'm talking about everybody else. Like, you and I thought it was cool for Toronto to win a title. And then Drake is rapping and singing about it.
Now, I didn't think
shouting out those players.
I didn't
think it was cool, because they only won that because KD got hurt. So I don't think it's that cool. So
I'm just saying, there's no songs being made about Giannis. You know what I'm saying? There's no songs being made about that title that they won. It was a great win for them.
You try and rhyme Antetokounmpo.
I don't even know if you said that right, but
you can call him Greek Freak. There's a lot you can do with that.
But you know what's crazy? Drake actually rhymed Antetokounmpo with however you say his last name. Antetokounmpo,
onomatopoeia.
So
Chris was fighting with that word, boy.
Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Yeah,
man. I just think when you line up all of Drake's accomplishments, all those like big players that played in Toronto, they're no longer there. Vince Carter, nobody's wearing Vince Carter sneakers. People are wearing Drake Jordans.
If you got the money for
so
it, God,
I'm just saying though, like people are wearing Drake Canada Goose coats.
I do want me an OVO hoodie though, but
the OVO hoodie when you go to the OVO website, those it's all sold out. You know what I mean? So
Drake's brand started before he even became a rapper. Remember, he was Jimmy in a wheelchair. So
he definitely was wheelchair Jimmy.
Wheelchair Jimmy.
Jimmy from Degrassi, which is a Canadian show.
Honestly, that was
Degrassi was my shit. I used to watch Degrassi. Degrassi was my shit.
I watched like the first generation, and I was out.
And that's why when Drake first came out with the music, I was like, "Yo, this cat look hella familiar," but I can't place it until he said it in one of his songs.
Degrassi,
he was like Jimmy Brooks. Man, hey, his fade was crazy. That little afro with no lineup.
He played a part.
No.
When you think about, you guys remember when Rihanna denied him? That's why. Okay, you take a look at those eyes. He looks like a dog.
I'm not gonna lie, Drake now and Degrassi Drake is two different people. 100%.
You say something?
I would never want to be having a baby with Drake Degrassi.
Degrassi Drake was like he might have that thing on the trench coat, bro. Like that Drake Degrassi was crazy looking.
His hairline was insane. His hairline was insane too. I don't know what was going on with that, but
it looked like he got lined up with a piece of broken glass.
The nose. He's definitely had work done.
Oh yeah.
He does not. I'm telling you, his nose, his eyes, it all look crazy.
You don't think that Drake has had no work done?
No, for sure.
I know he has.
Ooh, there go that
Big
man.
E in the building.
There go that man.
E Money.
What's happening?
What's up?
What's going on with you, brother?
Why you looking slim?
Hey, I'm 9 pounds lighter since the last time you seen me, my brother.
They don't know, Chris. You've been working, huh?
Yeah, I've been on that meal prep, y'all. And listen, I've been being real good. Like no fast food for real. All that fast food junk is nasty.
Oh, speaking of, I'm glad Eric is here because, hey, Drake might want to leave DeMar DeRozan alone. He from Compton.
Right? Doesn't Drake have bigger fish to fry though? Like you gotta worry about. He has bigger enemies to worry about it. Like LeBron turned on him. All his all those people he was sitting with courtside.
And I hate to say this.
Turned on him too.
I hate to say this as a Drake fan, but the nominations for the Grammys came out today, and Kendrick got 4 just off of Not Like Us alone.
Yeah.
Jeez.
That was the hottest song this summer.
That song ain't going nowhere.
So the hottest song this summer.
He got 4 nominations, including Best Rap Song, Best Record, Best Song.
That was playing that junk at Creflo Dollar Church.
Hey, bro.
I believe that.
He's winning something.
He's leaving there with something. I'm leaving here with something.
Yeah.
Something.